Magandang umaga at narito ang ating balitang DNR. Sari-saring aktibidad ang nilatag ng DNR 5 sa pamamagitan ng technical services nito para sa obserbasyon ng Environmental Awareness Month sa buong buwan ng Nobyembre. Sa ngayong taong 2015, mga aktibidad hinggil sa pangangalaga at proteksyon ng wildlife ang tinataguyod ng ahensya. Sa unang linggo ng buwan, isasagawa ang groundbreaking of Albay Park and Wildlife Rescue Center sa Daraga, Legazpi Diversion Road, Legazpi City. Sa November 10 to 12, target naman na makadalaw ng mga kawani ng DNR Enforcement at Licenses, Patents and Deeds Division sa 10 pet shops at permites sa buong rehiyon sa darating na November 16 to 20, 2015 upang maituro sa mga estudyante ang hingil sa importansya ng kapaligiran at mga likas yaman at may taguyod ang mga palatuntunan ng DNR. Isasagawa ng mga kawani ng DNR Conservation and Development Division or CDD ang isang Educational and Information Campaign or IEC sa mga paaralan. Sa November 24, 2015, naka-schedule naman ang release of marine turtle sa Tiwi Albay para sa patuloy na kampanya ng DNR sa proteksyon ng endangered o nanganganib na species ng hayop gaya ng pawikan. Sa November 25 to 27, 2015, isasagawa ng DNR Enforcement Division ang capacity building, training on environmental law enforcement upang mapalakas ang kapasidad ng mga tagapagpatupad ng batas, lalo na ng mga kapulisan. Ang Environment Awareness Month ay susog sa RA number 9512 on National Awareness and Education Act of 2008. Ang batas na ito ay nagbibigay daan upang maisali sa school curriculum ang environmental education. Samantala, naging matagumpay ang First Bicol River Basin Summit na isinagawa sa Central Bicol State University sa San Agustin, Pili, Camarines Sur noong 5 ng Nobyembre taon kasalukuyan. Naging tampok ang natatanging gawi-gawa ng mga stakeholders para sa pangangalaga sa basin tulad ng Bicol University, Water District at iba pa. Ito ay sinundan ng isang open forum upang mapakinggan din ang opinyon ng mga tagapagtaguyod ng programa. Bahagi ng okasyon ang isang press con kung saan sumalang sa panayam si R.D. Gilbert Gonzales ng DENR, chairman din ng Bicol River Basin Committee. Narito ang bahagi ng panayam kay R.D. Gonzales.
So we want to see yung mga best practices done by communities, LGUs, aligned naman sa management program for the Bicol River Basin. Na na-introduce pa nakaagin ng mga programs.
Okay.
So, may mga initiatives naman yung nakakahensya. Expansions of the previous plans and programs. So, parang we're using this occasion para at least we will learn from the previous initiatives. And then, siguro nakikita ko niyang prepare the master plan. And we will be looking at the details of this. Then after that,
Will incorporate.
I-implement yun ng mga concerned sectors.
Okay. We start, sir, muna dun sa best practices. Can we name po probably 2 best practices?
Well, actually, ang pinasabi ng best practice here is the completion of the
projects,
components that was handled by agencies, government agencies.
For
That somehow
example,
provided yung mga mitigating measures will address the impacts and threats that's happening within the river basin. For example, flooding. Because yung mga incidents of flooding, we need to increase vegetation through reforestation. Diba? So we have to plant more trees. So kaya meron tayong mga REFO projects. We have a national living program supporting it.
okay.
And on the flooding, so it was the component handled by the DPWH. So nag-construct sila ng mga flood control projects that like river embankments, stabilization. So mga channels for floods para ma-diverge siya.
Now, this master plan po, ano po yung kaibahan niya?
Mas broader siya. So may mga institutional development din. Then more on addressing also impacts of climate change and disasters. Kaya umasa na siya, mas broader. Kasi nung mga nakaraan, very limited lang yung component na yan. But under the master plan, we have identified all other aspects. Pero these components, i-implement in mga LGUs, for example, mostly LGUs and other agencies. So parang it's the next stage in which it will further improve kung ano yung mga na-introduce na previous.
Opo. Merong perception when we say Bicol River Basin, parang it corresponds to threats of flooding and everything. Pero yung parang pinaka-concept po ng Bicol River Basin na tinututukan ngayon ng DENR, please give us a picture of that.
Basically, we want the water resource managed. So there's optimization of use of the water resource. Kasi if you don't have the watershed, there's fast flow of these runoffs. So mangyayari, there's flash floods in certain areas, the land areas, and the loss of the quantity of water. So there has to be watershed to hold the water. And this has to be channels in areas na safe ang communities. And wherein pwede rin siyang ma-utilize for a certain period of time. Like for example, for agriculture. Para masuportahan yung production, productivity of the land. So these are ito yung mga interconnections.
Okay.
So, mayroon mitigation on siltation. So, causing damage to the environment, the ecosystem within the lakes, which I mentioned. So, nangyayari, they're losing the productivity potential because of the depletion of yung degradation of the conditions, like water quality. So, yung productivity on fisheries bababa. So, ganun eh. So if all of this merong controls instituted by all the participating sectors and agencies, each of this are doing their own, pero pag integrate mo, consolidate mo yung effort pa isa-isa. So it will serve the entire agency. So that's what we want to do now. So this summit brings everybody and then have a perspective of what everyone is doing. So they can work they can do coordination and collaboration and do an integrated management program.
Okay.
Parang gano'n lang. So, LGUs, for example, will play a very important role kasi sila yung unang so alam nila kagad kung paano na ibigay yung protection and management of the communities and resources.
At yan po ang kabuuan ng ating Balitang DENR. Para sa DENR at your service, ako si Heinz Hernandez.
Ang NGP o National Greening Program, ini priority program kan gobyerno sa lado ng reforestation. May tuyo na makapagtanom ng 1.5 billion seedlings ng kahoy sa 1.5 million hektarya ng karagaan, siring sa forest lands, mangrove and protected areas, ancestral domain, civil and military reservations as in urban areas sa bilog na nasyon poon 2011 sa GOD 2016 sa tuyang suportahan ang National Greening Program. Para sa mga karagdagan na informasyon, magpasyar sa pinakaharaning DENR office sa inyong lugar o mag-log on sa www.denr.gov.ph.